Hey guys, so to start off today's fifth grade worksheets, we will begin with subtracting decimals, so we will be finding the missing number. So there are two different kinds of missing numbers, I guess you can call it. So let's do one of each. So one is we're finding the big number, and one we're finding what we're subtracting to. So for number 2, in order to find this missing number, we're going to have to subtract 3 and 1.4. So we're going to go minus. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Now on the side, we're going to do like that so we can align it. Now we subtract normally. And you get 1.6 because you got to remember the decimal. And then you get 1.6 as your missing number. But when it comes to number 3, for example, you're going to find the biggest number. And how do you do that? You're going to add 1.6 to 0.4 to the, this would be the difference because it's subtraction, but you can also call it the sum, I guess, if you consider 0.4 and 1.6 being added. And what do you get in the end? You get, put a decimal there, you get 2. So 2 is your big number that is being subtracted. Moving on. We will be adding and finding the missing numbers. Now, there's also missing numbers here, so yeah, we're going to have to do some subtracting. So let's look at number 2, for example. First thing what we need to do is figure out what we're going to subtract 113 by. And how do you do that? Well, you can, of course, subtract 69 and then 25, but might as well just do it at once by adding 69 and 25. So let's just bring that down. 69 plus 25 is 94. So now we're just going to subtract, or we can do this. And then, erase this. Subtract 94. And you get 11 as your new answer. Moving on. Now we'll be multiplying improper fractions and turning them into mixed numbers, or mixed fractions, sorry. So let's do number 2, for example. So multiplying fractions is one of the easiest steps. The harder part might be turning it into a mixed fraction. But at the same time, these are quite big numbers. So, like I said, we just multiply across. Okay. Sorry. And 11 times 26 is 286. And 3 times 12 is 36. Now, let's figure out how many times 36 can go into 28 by dividing. So let's just do a little bit of long division. So obviously, 28 doesn't work, and 36 doesn't go into 2 or 28. Of course, it goes into 286. Yes. But we don't know how much because it's such a big number. So one thing I like to do is get rid of the ones and see how many times 3 can go into 28. Well, 3 can go into 28 about 9 times. So now we're going to bring back 36 and multiply by 9 to see if it works. So 9 times 6 is 54. So this is a little too big. So now we're going to go down. We're going to try 8. Let's try 8. 6 times 8 is 42. 48. And 3 times 8 is 24. And then plus 4 is 28. It's still a little bit. 288 is a little above 286. So now we're going to try 7, which should probably work. So 6 times 7 is 42. 3 times 7 is 21, and plus 4 is 25. Now this works, so we're going to put 7 over here. We're going to bring back the 1s. Okay. And we're going to subtract it by 252. 4, 3, 34. So now we're left with 34. So now let's just put it, so now 7 is the whole number, and we're left with 34 over 36. So now let's simplify it. We can probably divide it by 2. So let's divide it by 2. Let me make this. And then you get 17 over 18. And you can't simplify any further, so that is your answer. And lastly, we will be doing order of operations. So you just got to remember PEM, das, parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition. When it comes to multiplication, division, and addition and subtraction, you got to remember it's the left to right rule. So let's try number 3, for example, since it's a lot longer. So we see that there's a parentheses here, so we're going to focus on this first, just get rid of that. Now we're going to do what's inside the parentheses. So we see that there's an addition and subtraction. Once again, you go left to right. So we're going to do addition first. So 17 plus 19 is 36. It's still going to be in parentheses until we solve the entire thing out. And now 36 minus 13 is 23. So now we're going to bring this back. 15 plus 28 minus, once again, left to right. We're going to do this first. And 15 plus 28 is 43. And now we're left with the minus 23. And you get an answer of 20. I hope this all made sense, and thank you for listening.